Emergency services rushed to the scene, but it took time to access the six-story building, located in a congested area of Delhi's Old City, where narrow lanes are lined with small manufacturing and storage units.
We received a call at 5:22 a.m. and we initially sent 4 fire service trucks to the spot and in total 35 vehicles. 150 people were deployed. The rescued survivors have been sent to different hospitals in the city.
The workshop produced handbags and luggage, and flammable raw materials evidently fueled the fire as it swept through the building. One eyewitness blamed electrical faults for the blaze.
It was a short circuit. There was a fire in 2 buildings with a common staircase.
As authorities launched their investigations, questions have already arisen as to whether the factory was operating with valid permits and was following fire safety codes.
Correspondent Nimisha Jaiswal has been tracking this story for us. She joins us now from Delhi. What more, first of all, do we know about the fire so far?
Well, Carl, we know that the first call about the incident was made very early local time, shortly after 5 a.m. and 30 fire tenders were rushed to the spot. And this area where the fire broke out is actually very congested. It's also got residential complexes, and this factory is basically a small workshop. There is a collection of small workshops in the area, and the fire originated in a bag manufacturing unit. And rescue operations continued through the morning. The fire was controlled pretty soon, but there has been a heavy loss of life. A lot of authorities, law enforcement, as well as politicians are showing up at the spot. And the Chief Minister of Delhi has already said that an urgent inquiry will be instituted, and within 7 days they should have a report about what exactly was the cause of the fire.
Nimisha, the death toll there is high. We hear it's expected to rise. What more do we know about the conditions in and around this building?
Well, Carl, the death toll is mostly people who were actually working in the factory, and they were actually sleeping in the factory. It's important to point out that questions are being raised about if this factory was legal or not. So actually, fire safety norms may not have been abided by, but even more importantly, labor norms may not have been abided by. And these workers could have been sleeping in the factory at 5 a.m. because it is cheaper to stay there, it is quicker, it is more efficient for them to start working early. So these norms were not being met, and this is not the first such fire incident in the city. Just last year in January, 17 people lost their lives at an illegal firecracker factory. So there are norms that are supposed to be instituted across the city, but they're not implemented as closely. So officials will be looking into how to improve this as well once they figure out what exactly happened here.
So sadly, not the first time that we've seen a fire claim dozens of lives in the city. How are authorities now responding?
Well, as I said, Carl, the Chief Minister has said that there will be an investigation, but even political leaders higher up are weighing in. The Prime Minister Narendra Modi put out a statement on Twitter saying that the incident was very tragic, and he sent his condolences to the families of the victims. There's been compensation announced to the families of the victims by the state government as well. The Home Minister has responded, the President has weighed in. But of course, while the authorities are reacting quickly to this, what will be crucial is if any of these implementations, any of these norms will actually be changed going forward, because, as you said, these incidences keep repeating.
Nimisha Jaiswal covering that fire for us in Delhi. Thank you very much.